But all right, let's just before I forget to hit record, let's start recording. It's gonna be a bit of a shorter podcast today because we don't have that much to cover because we did it midweek and we made predictions yesterday. So yeah, I knew the Blue Jackets were gonna lose over Hurricanes, but not the way they did. I was not expecting a 5-2 loss. Like what? I know it's crazy. Yeah. Really? Mm. Anyways, yeah, like I said, I was expecting a 5-2 loss. Excuse me, the Blue Jackets have unfortunately lost four in a row, and that puts them right now 2 points off a playoff spot. Um, and the playoffs start next Saturday. So the current teams that have clinched a playoff berth are the Tampa Bay Lightning, the Buffalo Sabres, the Montreal Canadiens, without win over the Jackets on Thursday. Or was that Wednesday? All right, it was Thursday. Um, Whoops. I think they put the wrong story on. I think they put Tuesdays on Thursdays. Oh wait, we played them both times. I might lie. So yeah, it's mostly watching Oilers, but it was a good game. I don't understand the goal to their friends challenge fair. They haven't really a wrong game. Law. What, Kitty? I am. Oh, my brain. What, dude? I may have to get my cat some water. I'm not sure. Yeah. We only scored one goal. Obviously gonna lose. Um. Yeah, not really much to talk about there. Let's see if I have any player or coach quotes from Blue Jackets. Um. And like I said about when Thursday evening the Hurricanes clinched for a playoff berth. McDonald's Sprite. Uh, Excuse me. Um, blah blah blah. I don't care about what the Hurricanes coach has to say. Blah blah blah. Yep, 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 yep. Okay, here we go. We've got to come out with a lot more urgency, a lot more jam. Strawberry or grape. I know that's not what Boone's talking about, but I just want to be funny. Skating, winning battles. Blue Jackets captain Bridger said. Not sitting back, watch Green take it to us. You can't start against any team, especially here. Blah blah blah. Don't care about say COVID. What? What, sir? Something. My kitty needs something. Hang on, guys. I think my cat needs water or something. Actually, go check. So, I will be right back. All right, we back. It's our wrong screen or scene, I guess. And my cat did need fresh water, so you know he's one point of this podcast. Excuse me. And now we can talk about Oilers and Blackhawks. Closer than I wanted that game to be, but you know, 2 points is 2 points. I said 3 points is 3 points. You can tell I got soccer over mine, even though we all talk about later because this is from Friday night. Oh, this is so Thursday. Sorry, there was no. Ooh, supposed to know it's on Good Friday. Thankfully, at this point, Willis had won 5 in a row. I mean, they did beat Chicago. I was gonna crash out. Hi. Like, what do you? What? Oh my God, Mike. You know he can't see chat, right? Anyways, I was gonna crash out if the Oilers did not beat the Blackhawks. Oh, of course. Now that my cat's clean water, he goes upstairs. I certainly liked our start. I forgot my mom. Are we calling our Buckies tonight? It's gonna get pretty cold, so probably bro hug to say warm. Alright, I so liked our start. Oilers coach Chris Knoplock said, in the first period, I thought we maybe could have a nice lead, a nice cushion. The goalie made some nice saves. We had some goal posts. And then they have a power play. And they got some momentum there. Jari made, excuse me, we're going to save for in the first period. As the game went on, I thought we got away from everything. Excuse me. We've been doing well. Maybe just not enough respect for Chicago. We're just sitting back there, not playing. We've been playing in the previous few games. Adam Henrique was the first goal scorer. Oh, I don't forgot to the goal scorers for Blue Jackets game. But the goal scorers were Henrique, as you just heard me say, Savoy, and Colton, and Lardis. I don't know. Anyways. Yeah. Go back to, whoops. Um, It felt good. It's not something I've been putting extra pressure on myself to do. Well, he didn't say myself, but I'm just gonna. Holy yeah! Oh no, but that's a sponsor thingy. I thought someone was yapping in the chat. Thought Mike was yapping in the chat. No, to do, but so that's got there and get one finally get back on the board or score sheet if you want to be. Henrique said of scoring his first goal since October 23rd against the Montreal Canadiens. I was just trying to make cool awesome for playoffs. Like we play. I don't make and then make the first one I wanted to. I was able to jump a rebound. Finally to give that one. It was a weird breakaway rebound goal, but hey, I'll take those. Try to get assists on it too, but I don't know if that will work. Vincent Void made his 15th. Yeah, well, Lotus went it 2-1. That's when I was like, this is gonna be one of those games, isn't it? Where, you know. Oh, by the way, the first U.S. men's national team game of World Cup is 7 days away. Anyways, yeah, like I was saying, it was one of those games where I didn't know what's gonna happen. I just thought it was gonna be like, oh god, we're gonna tie it for its overtime, like Vegas did last week, which obviously we talked about last week's podcast. But anyways, it's almost we're at a plus because of a plus part. But we'll get back to the Motorsport part next week. But anyways, yes, 3-1 win. And yeah, that's that. Okay. Josh, apparently it's been played for 25 hours. Oh, okay, whatever you say. Discord. Anyways, that will take us. I've got to make a prediction for Hockey Night in Canada, but we'll still talk about it, even though the Oilers got the booties kicked. But now I'll do the soccer portion. I just don't know what to say about the start at this point. Wow, thanks, Google. Really appreciate it. Oh, now you want to load? I guess even Google's on a Monday mood. Just another manic Monday. Timeline. Yeah, now 13 minutes in, we concede. Yes, this American flag extending up for the rest of the year because it's America 250. So, it seemed like Bucha was the only one who wanted to play. At least the first half. And then we went to the first half tied at 1. So, and then Forsberg, who I'm surprised didn't abandon the corner kick like he abandoned his family, made it 2-1. Oh, sorry, free kick, not corner. Excuse me. And the Rebels got Furfit's yellow card. And an own goal because yay. Okay, that's why did it say on Google Kyle Smith has the misfortune to make it 3-1 for own goal? What? Huh? What does that even mean? I'm just yapping to at least get some. Just get to the ad break. I'm probably able to do one today, but that's okay. We'll be back tomorrow if I'm mixing for at least 2 hours. And then first subs came in the 68th minute. Excuse me, Rebels made some subs. Kyle Smith made up for his own goal, but some really weird subs of his game. Some serious rotating. I don't know if it was. Been more subs. More subs. Been the weekly Miazga card. Been a yellow card for Valencia. I know it's funny because it sounds like the entire team got. Can you imagine if he got traded to Valencia? Valencia scores for Valencia. At least I think it's pronounced Valencia. English is not my strong suit. And then goal and stoppage time sealed the deal. And a goofy red card that probably would. I don't know. Why it was 5 minutes. I did, but anyways, it was just a really horrible game overall, and just a slow start to the season. I mean, it's just weird. To be back in this position after a few years. I mean, nothing lasts forever, but you know. Trying to think of things to just yap about before we talk about the Oilers game. Like I said, today's not gonna be a very long podcast. It's because both NASCAR and IndyCar were off for Easter, and Trump has caused cancellations in the Mideast, yeah, Midwest in English today. But it must be the hands of why. Anyways, IndyCar's off again next weekend, but it's at least NASCAR, which I'm gonna. And it's Bristol, so I'll make a prediction later. But the only solace I can take right now is some teams had a slow start to a season, but still won the cup. It's just a very American thing because I don't know. I actually think a few other football/soccer leagues use a playoff system to crown a champion, if I remember correctly. I mean, it's not like I'm. Well, obviously, if it has playoffs, because you know that's our American League. It's American Women's League. I shouldn't see what's in it, but you know. Anyways, I'm gonna actually. Yeah, I have to use the restroom quick, so we're gonna use the ad break for me to use the restroom. But we'll talk a little more about the match when I get back to the bathroom. But anyways, Some of a slow starts ended up with a cup. Unfortunately, that was true 2023 when we lost for the conference final. um, I pull up the Wikipedia article on you know, let's see. All right. So, anyways, I'm trying to find out by seeding. So I don't know if I can fight with seeding, but you know. Okay, I don't want to know who made this Wikipedia article because they have years all off. They have last year's Endless Cup as this year's Endless Cup. I know it's in Chicago during it because it's always around Westford. Well, used to be, but now it's gonna be later because of a World Cup break, which will become World Cup here on this podcast. But I gotta show you guys this because it is crazy how it's crazy. Every MLS Cup is really a year off. Um, Seattle won the 2019 MLS Cup, and then Columbus for 2020. 2021 was New York City FC. LAFC was 2022. It's like one of the best MLS matches I've ever seen. Like, it obvious I've been watching Major League Soccer. It was my favorite. But you know, you get the gist. I should make an account to correct that because that is if this is why. Oops, I forgot to mark my. No, I didn't. It's like I like her to give me 1 second. Don't know you're allowed to show us on Twitch, so anyways, as I was saying, see, we've only been live. I know it says 42, but I got my recorded time. That's only 23 minutes. But anyways, I'm just cautiously optimistic. A playoffs. Excuse me. Playoffs will start till mid-October. Um, it was not just in March, but you know. That's right. It was like November because of World Cup break. So wild card Wednesday. It'll be November 18th. Almost Cup Friday. It's on a Friday this year. I find that weird, but like I'm saying, I am cautiously optimistic about this season. There's still a lot of soccer to be played, but historically we stink in New Jersey. Maybe we I don't know. I'm gonna pull up mob for a second. I know we're head to head. With rebels, I don't know if it's like, yeah, rebels barely. Yeah, but we always seem to struggle in New Jersey. 20,000 attendance. Okay, that's cap. Look like maybe 2,000. But yeah, historically we have struggled. Out of 7 wins against rebels, one, two. That was with my mom for that 3-1 loss. Three because that's a playoff. 4. Uh, 5 if we're counting all competitions, which we are. Only 5 have come in New Jersey. 5 out of 7. Well, that's a lot, but we have 7 wins. Listen for draws, and Rebels leave at 8-7. Can you tell how I'm trying to avoid talking about the Oilers game? Oh man, I guess we just gotta talk about it. So do go for Oilers podcast. Let me. All right. I know some people are like, "Oh my god, here he goes, blame the refs again." But this time, I have a legitimate gripe. At this point, before the blatant missed trip, it was just 2-0, and they made it 3-0 on a missed trip, and that changed. I think that changed our momentum. Excuse me, in the game. So what's even worse is the reference right there as you're about to see. Um, Anyways, let's go back to paint. Let's go to this. Um, Window caption. Where it's got my webcam so y'all can see. Just for now. But anyways, I mean, I want to know what ref right here watching, because you can clearly see the stick of a Golden Knights player in the skate. Um, so and before we move on, because it was just not a fun game. Is what it looked like before. So yeah, just not very good officiating, and the Knights ended up winning 5-1. Goal scorers were Howden, Sissons, Lazan, Bouchard, Stone, and Anderson. So, let's see if there's some quotes from Knobloch. We'll revive and move on to future predictions portion. When things are going well, excuse me, think about these, details. Well, just a couple of strides coming back. Game electric from pitch Edmonton. Coach Chris Knobloch said, "You're thinking maybe you're overconfident and game it lazy, whatever it is. I just think we're not paying attention to details. So a lot of time we just clean up, easily fixable, which it really is. It's just don't play down to the opponents." Yeah, but anyways, just past 30 minutes, and we're about to go into the future predictions portion where we try to predict the spooky future. No games tonight. Surprisingly, I thought. With Oilers playing Hot Night Canada, we'll be playing tonight. Anyways, I believe Jackets play. Wait, do Jackets play tonight? No, we do not. Now I can just go to the official NHL site. And yeah, I don't care about your DraftKings odds. Sports gambling is way too prevalent now. I mean, I've done it a few times, but I think it's way too advertised, where people question the legitimacy of games. But anyways, this is my personal opinion. I think the Blue Jackets finally break this losing streak and beat Detroit 2-1. The Oilers. Play for Mammoth. I think we win 2-0. And that takes us to Wednesday, which Oilers have back-to-back. I hate back-to-backs. TNT Wednesday night at 10 p.m. So I think we can beat the Sharks. That takes us to Thursday. I think the Sabres beat the Blue Jackets. The Sabres are just really, really good this year. And happy for Buffalo Sabres fans. I know at least one unfortunately had to move to Nashville. But, you know. That takes us to Friday, where there's literally 0 games. 0 games. 8 days before playoffs. Whatever. And then Saturday, we'll always play at 4 p.m. for some reason. I think it's gonna be a wild win over the Kings. Then 4-3 for the Blue Jackets. Hopefully. I think they can beat the Canadians. And then that would take us to Sunday, with Blue Jackets at back to back at 6 p.m. start. But first, NASCAR. NASCAR race starts at 3:30. So who do I think is gonna win? Is this a Food City 500? I always forget. Yeah, it's a Food City 500 because Forever Race is a first night race. So I wonder how many laps for races this weekend. I'm being sarcastic. It's 500 laps. Who do I think's gonna win the Food City 500? I think Denny Hamlin wins. Yeah, but like I said, shorter podcast, but I'll be back tomorrow with some farming sims. So, excuse me, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. God bless. I still believe that Jesus is Lord, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Excuse me. There's a farming sim. We are ending the YouTube video here.